Hi, Oteric here, host of Talking with Famous People. Here with Kaitlin. Famous person Kaitlin here, and I just made such a rad video, except I didn't record the audio.
You destroyed everything.
I ruined both of our lives forever.
It's all gone.
It's only a memory now. That's the sort of thing that happens when you have data loss. And it also sort of explains how any random opportunity in our lives offers an opportunity to do something cool. And if you don't record it, then it's just gone forever. If you recorded a lot of stuff, sometimes you just capture lightning in a bottle. And when you do that and you don't record the audio, when we were done with that video, I was like,
Same.
I was gushing about the video right when we finished it, way more than I almost ever do. That's how excited I was about that video. Because she was displaying exactly what I needed her to display to make my point, in part. Because my point is this: we're trying to do a speech on shame. I started that video by demoing a speech on shame, doing an impromptu speech on shame, talking about what the emotion is, how it's used as a motivator, it's a normative mechanism that is part of our capacity as moral agents to feel shame when we fail to fulfill our duty as moral agents. And of course, I linked it into the fact that this person, this pain in the ass, is insisting that she do speech, and is one of the most stubborn children I've ever encountered in my life. Because why am I saying these things about her? She's an INTP. Cut and dry.
INTJ.
She got INTJ on the test.
Don't sass the test.
Right. Don't sass the test.
The test.
She got INTJ, but I can tell she's an INTP. Because here's the thing. I say to her, look, I really want you to do debate. And she said, no, I want to do speech. I said, okay, why do you want to do speech? Why do you want to do speech?
Because I don't want to do debate.
Mm-hmm. Why don't you want to do debate?
Because I don't want to do debate.
And so all these efforts I'm putting into trying to make you do debate, what do you have to say about that?
I don't want to do debate.
Yeah, you made that clear. You made that clear. So you've cited a few of the things that I've told you already when we were talking about debate, right? And then promises that I've made you. What is the promise I've made you that you cited many times so far?
But you said that you wouldn't force us to do anything.
I will not force you to do anything.
You said that.
That's true.
And now you're trying to persuade me to do debate.
That's true. So, but what I'm asking you is, I don't want to force you to do anything. You don't want to do this speech.
Who says?
Your complete apathy towards it.
I
mean, look,
What is apathy?
Okay, well, it means that you don't care about it. You're not. It's like I said in the last video that got trashed. If you cared about it, how much have you gotten done on it?
A lot.
Nothing was the answer, if you recall. And then I said, fine. Look, you just heard me talk about speech, about shame a whole bunch. And then I went outside, and I said, I'm going to go smoke a cigarette. When I come back in, you write in the meantime. And she wrote this. Shame is defined as an emotion. The whole time I was gone, that's what she wrote. And the thing is, she has notes from a couple weeks ago too, where I did all this shit. This is my handwriting.
Handwriting that I can't read. I can't read.
Excuses. You see, here's the thing. I don't want to pull you, dude. I don't want to pull you along behind me and be like, okay, well, you don't want to do this, but I'm going to try to drag you behind me. Instead, I want to put you in a place amongst people where you're going to discover your own intrinsic motivation. If you're in debate class, first of all, I won't be bugging you. There's a lot of people in debate class who can easily hide if you want it. But what you're going to discover when you're in debate class is what? What do you think? Do you think you can't handle it?
That I don't like it.
Why do you think you're not going to like it?
I went through one debate class and I don't like it.
There's not. You didn't give it enough time. Do you think
I
you're
gave
good?
it 1 hour.
Do you think you can? Do you think you can beat all those people?
No.
You can.
No.
This is the problem. See, you think that because you can't beat them right now, that they're going to continue to stay better than you at the same rate. But it's going to go like this, right? Here they are. Here you are. They're getting better like this. You're going to go like this. Because you're an INTP. This is how it fucking works, dude. All my best debaters are INTPs.
INTJ!
You're not an INTJ.
Don't pass the test.
But you are not an INTJ because INTJs do not do this. Right? They don't. They're not that fighty. And they don't push back that much. You see, that no INTJ would ever do that, right? Hey, you violated my right. You violated my right not to have tissues thrown at me.
There is no right.
Look, you were right. I'm not going to force you to do anything. I couldn't force you to do anything if I tried. But I want you to know that I'm very sad in my heart because I have a moral duty. I've been placed instead meaning I've been placed in guidance of, in charge of guidance of your development intellectually, is how I see it. And this shit's stupid. I mean, speech is fine, but not going to debate. Not when you have debate. Not only do you have debate available to you.
I tried debate for 1 hour.
1 hour is not enough time to try it.
Yeah.
And the reason you don't like it is because you determined that you wouldn't be able to be the best at it. But you
I don't
will
want to be the best.
Liar, you're lying.
I'm not lying.
You're
You have
lying.
no proof.
You're lying.
No.
I do have proof. You know what my proof is?
What?
I'm an NTP too.
Okay.
So I know how we operate.
But we're different. We don't have the same body. Yeah, man.
That's true. Just because we're distinct, bruh. Like Brohan. Just because we're distinct doesn't mean that we're not similar. We have similar mental processes. What you need more than anything else, like all NTPs need and INTPs need, is what? What do you need?
A stitch.
You need debate. You know why?
No.
Because look, here, I'll tell you what. Let's say you were born as the warmest and most nurturing person. Well, then you would need to have people to love. Let's say you were born as the most informative person. Well, you need to have people to teach. Let's say you were born as the most destructive person. You need to have people to destroy. Let's say you were born as the most rhetorically deadly person. Well, then you need to have people to rhetorically kill, and you need an education that trains you in the uses of those weapons. And that's what you need. Now, this does train you in the use of the weapons in the same way that ice dancing trains you in ice skating. But we don't want to do ice dancing. We want to do speed sprints, right? So we actually tell who wins. And it's not just like, oh, well, this one's more pretty than that, I think. But I think that one's more pretty. That stuff, that's not a way to determine who's better at something. Were you not doing
it?
Now, look, there's some way, somehow, I have got to get you to believe me. Because you have, I drew some pictures on the board in the last speech where, I'm not going to do it again, but look, you're a human being who has two paths. This path goes like, wow. This path goes like, I'm born and dead. Those are your two choices, literally. Right now is a crossroads of your life between whether you're going to be beast mode Kaitlin or just ordinary, boring Kaitlin.
Ordinary, boring Kaitlin.
No.
Yes.
Kaitlin,
yes.
Why are you fighting me so much?
Because I don't like you and you have disease.
That's right. I forgot. This is how you know she's an INTP as well.
Disease.
She walks in the room this morning. I say, hello. She says, you have disease.
You do.
Like that.
You do.
What disease?
Debate phobia.
No, you have debate phobia. You're projecting, Missy. Little Missy. Now look.
Nino projects.
Listen, I can't force you to do anything. So
Yeah.
you either are going to just demonstrate to me that you care about this a lot, which you don't care about it at all.
Who says?
I can tell, dude.
No, dude. No. No. No, dude.
Is this a topic you chose? Sort of like out of some options I gave you because you can come up with any topic you actually want to talk about. You have a different topic you want to talk about?
Disease?
I mean, look, here's one powerful reason for yourself that you should think I really should go to debate. I should actually take them seriously and go to debate. It's because this. You are way, way more stubborn than just about any other kid I've ever met in terms of me being able to successfully get them to go to do what I want, like to go to class and stuff, to be in the class I want them to be in. That's impressive, okay? You've got a lot of will. That will is going to go to waste. If you allow that will to make a decision now in sixth grade that is this bad, and this is a horrible fucking decision, if you don't end up in debate, it's like you're handicapping your will forevermore. Yeah, I see that. That's beautiful. That's a beautiful picture. I just want to put you with like the beastiest of kids on the team, so you get a feel what it feels like to slay people, to drop bodies. All right. Well, Kaitlin, look, I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna go to McDonald's get a cup of coffee. You take a break. It's break time. When we get back here, if you are dead set on the speech thing, then you can write some speech on shame. I don't know. I already demoed it and everything. But yeah, that's a wonderful cat. Will you just hear me though?
I am listening.
I'm actually telling you it's important and it matters. I'm not just joking or something.
I'm not joking either. I want to do speech.
You do not.
Yeah.
No, you don't want to do speech. You don't want to do debate. That's what it is.
Yeah, I don't want to do either.
Then don't do either. Then go.
I can't.
Yes, you can.
Because my mommy's forcing me.
Okay, well, I'll fix that. Don't worry about it. All right, well, we'll get you out of here, dude. Don't worry about it. But
My mommy.
But look, Kaitlin.
Yes.
All right, well, commenters, will you please convince Kaitlin to go to debate?
I won't subscribe anymore if you guys comment. You'll get a little subscriber.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay.
No,
I'm totally okay with that, Kaitlin.
No, you're not.
If it helps to get you to do the right thing for yourself, I am not. This keep in mind. I'm not like I'm going to make more money if you go to debate. I also do a lot more work, and I mean, ultimately, I guess it's the same for me either way. But the point is, this isn't about money, Kaitlin. It's not about my personal gain. It's like if in fact I determine at some point that you are so stubborn that you have defeated me utterly, then I will not allow you to stay here and fucking work on this stupid speech.
So
I will give your mom her money back and say, okay, well, your daughter won. She beat me. But she lost in the process. If you do beat me, I'm not saying you can't. You might win and beat me, but you're going to lose in the process.
So if I lose, what happens?
You become a less beast mode Kaitlin than you ought to be.
I don't want to be beast mode.
You can't make you up. You are not informed enough to make that decision. You haven't had the perspective of being beast mode Kaitlin, so you don't know the difference.
I spent 1 hour in there.
That's not what I'm saying, Kaitlin. You're just shifting ground and dodging the point. Look, at some point, this is the problem. It's the problem with the school the way it's been set up so far, right? So she's never actually had to make a real decision about her education before.
I did so.
When?
Electives.
Okay, well, that's not a real decision. That's choose between these stupid options.
They're not stupid.
What did you take?
Orchestra.
Okay, orchestra's good. What else?
We only get one elective.
Great. Okay. Look, you never really had any option to make a real choice about your education, which is not I'm going to take one of these choices that are presented to me, but instead is I'm going to seize a systems changing mechanism to enable me to defeat rather than just resist. Right now you're resisting, right? I admire resistance. But to say that you don't want to be beast mode is to say you want to be stuck in resistance forever. It's not like you're not fighting. It's not like you're cooperative and pliant and agreeable, right? So the question is, are you going to fight? If you're going to fight your whole life, you're going to fight a sort of passive kind of I refuse fight, or are you going to take both your middle fingers and say no, fuck you, and win and destroy?
What if I don't want, like, what's the point of debate? Debate doesn't help you.
I'm telling you, it changes your entire being.
Debate no help. No school help. Beach school.
Look, debate will make everything else in school a lot easier.
How?
Because you'll have a set of conceptual, I'll explain it to you. Since you're an INTP, I'm going to literally explain it to you because I'm assuming you actually want to know, and if I actually convince you, you're going to be okay with it. So look, it's like this. Right now, when you're taught an idea like, oh, the missions were built in California and whatever, and these people, blah, blah, blah. When you're taught this kind of ideas, they're presented mostly in a vacuum. Okay, so you just learn some stuff and you sort of get a picture of things and whatever, and move along, and you learn to reproduce that information for the test and stuff like that for the purpose of attaining adequate level of mastery that the teacher says you get an A or whatever like that, right? But the problem with that idea of learning is that there's nothing about it that is driven by you. You aren't determining what you're learning at all. And you're not determining how fast you're learning. And there's no real success criterion. Because the criterion that's offered is, well, you can pass the test and get an A. Well, let's say you get an A, but the teacher's really easy and everybody gets an A. Do you feel good about it anyway, the same?
Yeah.
Okay, and the teacher's hard and they give you an A and you feel good about that, the same? Because it's still an A, same thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the problem with this is, of course, we quickly learn as students that grades don't really mean anything because Mrs. Smith gives A's to everybody and Mr. Johnson doesn't give A's to anybody. So, but I know your mom cares. Yeah, I'm well aware of that. Your mom cares a lot, I'm sure. Look, so you've got all this pressure from external stuff. You have a lot of external pressure, right, from your mom. Oh my God, you remind me of Alice. She reminds me so much of Alice. Anyway, they know who Alice is because they understand. They've seen Alice go from one of my most popular videos is called INTPs, the stealthy one. You should watch it. It's about you. It's about Alice, but it's really about you. It's that kid who, if you were in the debate class,
you didn't even know me.
Kaitlin, will you listen to me? If you were to be in the debate class, you would have been hiding back there. I would have thought you sucked. If I could have kept you in that debate class, just quietly ignoring you for a month or so, then what would have happened is all of a sudden, who the fuck is this girl? Why is she suddenly so good, right?
You're so mean.
I'm not mean, Kaitlin. I'm describing exactly the arc of what will happen if I had you in debate class with you being able to hide out. The reason you can't hide out in here is because I had to take over this class because fucking Abraham fucked it up, and so I had to take over speech class. But I don't like speech.
I would like speech.
Do you know why I don't like speech?
Because it's speech. Speech.
I don't like speech.
Speechy peach.
I don't like speech in this instance because it's a waste of your time.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
Speech teaches you how to write speeches. Like peaches. Yes?
Yes, like speeches about peaches on the beaches with me. We're gonna go to the beaches, have peaches, see? Who wants peaches at the beaches with me? I'm giving speeches about peaches. I said, who wants peaches at the beaches with me? Do you want peaches at the beaches with me?
Guys.
No?
Yeah.
Yeah, she wants peaches at the beaches with me. You gonna make speeches about peaches?
Yeah.
She is. Okay, look, the point is, you can't do any of that unless you're a debater. Okay, there are two kinds of people in the world. There are people who can handle themselves. They can hang with whatever. Like, you will get pushed around in life if you do not know how to debate.
I need tissue.
I need tissue too. Now look, I mean, here's the deal. I'm serious about this. We're gonna either have to figure out how to get you intrinsically. You're not gonna ever get intrinsically motivated about this, so I can't continue to force you to do it. I believe if I put you in a position where you're sort of compelled to do debate for a while, that you will become intrinsically motivated about it once you're fully informed. I know you're not going to become intrinsically motivated about this. Why? Because you don't care about it. You don't care about shame. It's not something you walk around thinking about all day, right? Did you come up with the speech topic? Can you come up with the speech topic? Anything you care about? We're playing, this is like nose wiping video.
Nose wiping.
I hope you guys are taking notes on this. It's from the left to the right with a wiping motion to get all of the moisture from the nose.
I'm sorry.
Commenters, help me. Please persuade her. Thanks for watching.
No, you're gonna lose a subscriber.
It's okay. I can deal with
No, you can't. You want money.
that. I don't get any money from you subscribing, Kaitlin.